Sir Winston Churchill once said, "Rugby is a hooligan sport played by 15 gentlemen." And if you have a penchant to ruck and want to join a band of brothers, we've got just the opportunity for you. Joining us from one of Charleston's premier rugby clubs is Jay Lanham, president of Charleston Blockade Rugby Football Club. Good to see you.
Hi.
So would you say that that's an accurate description? It's a hooligan sport played by gentlemen?
Absolutely. One of the best things about rugby is the sportsmanship that people display while they're playing.
Yeah.
You'll rarely see a fight on the field or someone mouthing off to the referee for too terribly long.
I like to hear that, but the sport itself looks, for lack of a better term, rather violent.
It is organized chaos.
Yeah. Yeah. So how strenuous is this sport? Because it certainly looks like it is.
Oh, well, the type of rugby we do in fall and spring is called 15s. It's 80 minutes long, 40-minute halves played by 15 players per side. And there's a lot more action to it than your typical game of American football. When we kind of fight for possession over the ball, and really the game only stops when someone gets a penalty or the ball goes off the field.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, we just keep going for all 80 minutes.
You just keep going.
Yep.
Yeah, and we do typically hear of American football, soccer in this country, but rugby in 2018 was declared the fastest growing sport in the U.S. Are you finding that you're able to recruit more and more players?
Yeah, fortunately, we've had a lot of new people come out, especially this season. We've seen our other teams in the area been growing a lot as well. So,
and I think England is probably one of those countries that you tend to think of as a rugby-centric country, other than soccer, of course. But what other countries are prone to?
Well, rugby's huge in New Zealand, Australia, and in South Africa as well. They've got very prominent teams on the world stage.
And I see you brought one of the balls here, which it looks very much like a football.
It's a little rounder than a football and a little more oval than a soccer ball.
Right. And how about rules during the game and the object of the game? Would you say that it's relatively similar to American football? How's it similar?
It is relatively similar. And in fact, the concept of a touchdown comes from rugby, in that when we score a try at the end of our field, we have to touch the ball down to the ground.
Yeah. How did you get started in this?
I met up with a group of guys in Atlanta, where I used to live, while I was recovering from a car accident.
Oh.
And it looked like a great thing to get involved with while my knee was messed up.
Goodness gracious. I wouldn't have thought that that's a game that you'd want to play after being in a car accident. But you survived.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's been great for my rehabilitation.
You don't look worse for the wear. All right, upcoming games. How do people join?
You can join us at our practices. They are at Denny Jones Recreation Center, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Okay.
Anyone's welcome to attend. We welcome all body types, gender orientations, whoever wants to come out.
Does everybody?
We'll find a place for you on the field or off the field.
So you're also a member of the USA Rugby and International Gay Rugby Association.
That's correct.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
The USA Rugby is the governing body for rugby here in the United States, and the International Gay Rugby Association is an association of teams from around the world who work to promote LGBTQ plus participation in rugby and sports in general.
Okay, so it's just a very inclusive sport.
Yes, it is a very inclusive sport. We want everybody out there.
Yeah, get everybody out there on the field. So first game is going to happen this Saturday, September 18th. You're going to be playing versus the Gaston County Gargoyles.
That's correct.
All right. And the Blockade also practices every Monday and Wednesday, like you just heard. There are two other teams here in Charleston. What are they called?
The Charleston Outlaws and the Charleston Hurricanes.
The Charleston Hurricanes, and they also practice regularly. Where can people find out more information if they want to come out and see you play, or if they want to join themselves?
Well, you can always check us out at charlestonrugby.org on the website, or find us on Facebook or Instagram at Charleston Blockade Rugby.
And let me ask you this one last question. What do you think, for you, is your most favorite part of the game?
My favorite part of the game?
Winning.
Right. Winning, having a beer once it's over.
Having a beer once it's over.
It always tastes better when you win, though.
That is true. That is true. We're going to end on that note, shall we? It's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. We're back after this.